Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be seeing about the gating system, that is runner and riser. So we from the initial videos we saw about how to do the casting, what are the different types of patterns, how the different types of moldings, so what are the allowances, how the course, what are the types of course, all those things we saw. So the next thing is about the runner and riser. So these are the two essential parts without which we cannot make pour the molten metal into the cavity. So for every casting operations the presence of this runner and riser is very much important. So this entire system is called as the gating system, where there is a pouring cup, sprue base, runner, gates and a riser along with the cavity. So these things are placed along with the cavity in the mold box. So the purpose of this pouring cup, so the molten metal with the help of ladle is poured into the pouring cup. It passes through the sprue, reaches the sprue base, and through runner it enters the cavity with the help of gates. So once the cavity is filled up with the molten metal, the excess metal comes out through the riser. But during solidification process the metal will be placed in this cavities also, like in the runner and riser also. So once after the during the fettling process, the component along with the runner and riser is taken out and the excess materials are removed. Now let us see about what is risering. So when a molten metal solidifies, it shrinks in the volume. At this stage, if does not have a source of more metal to feed it, it shrinks. Voids appear, leads to defects in casting. This problem is overcome with the use of risers. A riser or a feed head is a vertical passage that stores the liquid metal and supplies to the casting when it solidifies. This means that the metal is in the riser must be in a liquid longer than the metal being cast. So requirement of a riser. Why do we need this riser? A riser must be large enough that the casting detail is intended to feed. This helps continuous feeding of a liquid metal to solidifying casting so that shrinkage cavities are eliminated. The riser must be kept open to the atmosphere and placed in such a location that it maintains a positive pressure of liquid metal on all the portions of the casting it is intended to feed. A riser should be located in a position that will cause directional solidification from the casting towards it. So the principle of gating system. A good gating system should be easy and complete filling of the mold cavity. It should fill the mold cavity with molten metal with the least amount of turbulence. It should prevent mold erosion and gas pickup. It should establish a proper temperature gradient in a casting. It should promote directional solidification. Directional solidification is nothing but uniform solidification, like all the parts should be solidified in a same time, and it should regulate the rate of flow metal into the mold cavity. So the next one is about types of gates. So what are the types of gates available? The first one is top gate. So this figure shows you the gate that is placed in the top one. The top are used for simple casting. Molten metal flows into the mold cavity directly from the top. They are most efficient type of gating and it is simple to mold. So the molten metal from the ladle is directly poured in the runner, which is placed when the gate placed in the top. And the next one is bottom gate. The bottom gate are used for denser metals such as steel. Molten metal flows into the mold cavity from the bottom and then slowly rises up. So the molten metal, when it is poured through the ladle, it enters the sprue and the sprue base, it reaches the sprue base, then it enters the cavity. It avoids erosion of a mold and making more time in molding. And the next one is parting line gate. So in the parting line gate there will be a runner and a riser. So this is the most commonly used type. These are used commonly for non-ferrous alloys and steel castings. The gates are located at the junction of cope and drag boxes. They can be easily prepared. Molten metal flow into the cavity from certain height. These are used for non-ferrous alloys and steel castings. So the next one is about type of risers. So the first one is a open riser. It is a riser provided in the mold cavity when the top portion is open to the atmosphere. It is easy to mold further. An open riser can be classified as top riser when the riser is placed above the casting. Side riser when the riser is placed in the side of the casting. Top risers are extensively used since its efficiency is very high. In an open riser, molten metal is subjected to atmospheric pressure directly. And this diagram, it shows about an open riser which is placed above the cavity. And if you take about the types of risers, there is a blind riser, so in which is completely enclosed in the mold and is not exposed to atmosphere. So usually riser means it will be exposed to atmosphere, but this type of blind risers, it is not exposed to the atmosphere. Due to this, the metal in the riser cools slower and thus stay long liquid, promoting directional solidification. So in this diagram you can see a blind riser, like it is not exposed to the atmosphere. So this is about the types of risers and the gating system. Thank you.